What do you like most about coming to the gym?
Damn, I wasn't ready for this question. It's a good one. Um, I don't know. It's peaceful. It's getting away.
What about friends?
Yeah, friends too.
You get to see your friends.
Yeah, you can see my friends.
Friendships. Specifically those gym friendships. How do you make them? Well, I've been working in a gym for 7 years, and here are 7 tips I have to help you achieve your friendship goal of getting that bestie at the gym without being too awkward or worse, creepy. That was just the warm-up. I think the first tip is approachability. Can I approach you? Do you seem like a friendly person? I mean, if you seem like a weirdo or some crazy guy, I'm not going to approach you. I'm going to be like, gotta watch out for him. So think if you're trying to make a friend at the gym, you got to be approachable somehow, like with a smile or just have that energy about you. Like, oh, I can ask him to, spot me or ask him about a workout question. Those are the kind of things you want people to think about you, or even you of the other person you're trying to be friends with. Approachability. That leg workout is definitely kicking my ass right now. Whew. It's tip number 2. So tip number 2 is initiate good conversation. Sometimes you see someone and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna try my luck, I'm gonna do it. And the conversation should be like, oh hey, like, I see you doing this workout. What is this workout? What are you doing? Or sometimes it's, hey, can I work in with you? Because then, if they're not blasting music or whatever, they're ask you like, oh, how's it going? Or are you new here? Or sometimes you just ask them something about the gym, especially if you're new to the gym, like, oh, hey, I wear the squat racks, or what do you find is the best workout, or what's the best place for this place? So sometimes you just gotta initiate that conversation, and sometimes that builds something too. Yeah, I needed some water right there. So the third tip is just give a little vulnerability. Sometimes you come in and I know everyone's a stranger, but if you can reveal something about yourself, it doesn't have to be super personal, but just maybe even workout related, like, yeah, I hurt my arm, or this is my, I'm new to the city and I'm trying to make friends. If you just kind of let your guard down a little bit, and people kind of see like, oh, he seems like a nice person, you want to charm them, along with some warmth in there. That's the third way of just making friends. People are attracted to that, and they're more likely to at least have a conversation with you than just by by and never being your friend. So tip number 4, and one of the really big ones, is you gotta be a friend to make a friend. You kind of want to be someone's friend. They're not gonna come up to you. They're just gonna be like, oh, he doesn't seem like that friend. Like for example, look at this guy. Gorgeous, beautiful. What's up? How are you, Felipe? Doing good. What are you working on today?
Doing upper body today.
Just chest?
Yep.
Looking gorgeous, guys.
No.
It's always great to see you. Like seeing your friends at the gym?
Yeah. Seeing Brian is always great. The workout is better. Just juice you up.
Of course. I'm here for call. Yeah. So be a friend to make a friend.
my fifth tip is consistency. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you come to the gym at the same time every day and people are seeing you constantly at like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock or whatever time you come, and you're just kind of nodding or smiling or say hello, people always see you all the time, it makes them a little more comfortable. They're more likely to initiate a conversation with you or more receptive for you to initiate a conversation with them. So I think if you just kind of, you just keep up with the consistency, or just saying if you want to be someone's friend, you just say hi to them all the time or smile at them. I think those things help contribute to definitely making a friend at the gym. Tip number 6 is be the initiator. Sometimes people are not going to come up to you, even if they want to be your friend. So you kind of have to go up to them. Sometimes we are a little scared and we're worried, like, oh, will they like me? Will they be receptive? But I think if you just initiate it, because sometimes people are just shy or introverted, and they just want someone to just do the work for them. As miserable as that kind of sounds, you might be the one that's shy. But I think if you just build up the courage and you just become the initiator with anything, any kind of conversation, going up to them, asking them for a workout tip, anything, initiate. People are more likely to be receptive and say hi to you, and that's just a way of beginning a friendship. That's what I did, at least. And the last tip number 7, no expectations actually. Because even if you try everything, you're not going to be everyone's friend. It just doesn't always work like that. Sometimes people just see the gym as just a place for them to come and work out and go on with their day. They have their set group of friends that they admire and they don't want to add anyone new to that. So that's okay. You'll find someone. It's the gym. There's always people coming, people going. So you'll definitely find your tribe. It just takes a little while. But as long as you stay really consistent and really have just that friendly vibe about you, and you really put out that sort of energy out there, you'll make a bunch of friends. So that's it. Thanks for watching.